It's Bait versus Falcons on Ancient here, the opening game of Stage 2. And it will be Bait starting on the T side, with Falcons on the CT side. And already, we got mid control, we got front of B. There's nobody on the B-bomb side for Falcons. It's a massive gamble. They've been studying, and they feel like they know what Bait are going to do, and they're absolutely wrong.
They do have a kit though on Kixan, and a smoke and a flash for the retake, so might just feel super confident in playing for the retake. We'll see if there's a nice retake smoke, but for now you've got Bait just clearing out the sides, taking positions, and they get to decide, do they actually fight forward for position? Like, what do they decide to hold here? They know that everything's been given, and they are hearing the footsteps. They know Falcons are coming here from CT. Nate gets thrown, but the peaks are preemptive, and it's a good response, though, coming in from Falcons, hitting the shots despite getting surprised there. Nice timing from Bait, but it's just not worked out, leaving SNTL all alone, and that's not going to work out. Tessus with 3.
Yeah, that is a bit of an advantage. And so is this position that's been taken up in the middle, very forward in the red room. That's a potential threat. Tessus, very well done, taking down MPL. That actually can be a bit of a difficult fight to win when they can't jump through like the smoke. Going to be a counter coming out. Nico is there, and Kixan as well at the B bomb site. This red room still not really being activated from Kansas, so he's just going to be hanging around for the minute. But yeah, NPL out of the round, but I think, you know, still reasonable trade, under 50 seconds, as they do try to see if they can get the crunch on towards the B bomb site. Alex with a nice opening on Nico. He'll win the fight against Kixan, and Magis, there's too much happening all around him. Ends up going down to Hetrick, and now Monacy spotted in the middle. Don't fight him. It's so smart to stay away here. He will swing for it, but gets the dink at the end. I think we can accept that. Monacy probably realizing here, with 24 health in the 1v2, that is just a bridge too far, unfortunately. So Bait, early buy up, that double Tech 9 kill for Alex on the B ramp. Exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and that's some of that variance we do talk about, though, with those in these pistol rounds. They seem unlikely, but the combination of speed and a Tech 9, you can just destroy you. Just a quick headshot out of that Tech 9, and you're in problems very, very swiftly. I want to see, able to survive against Hetrick. Keep the Falcons on board, but I mean, great stuff there from Bait. Picking up the second round is no easy feat, and that force buy is going to pay off and put Falcons immediately on the back foot.
3-1. And like you pointed out, the first actual rifle round coming out from Falcons. This is the downside of losing that early round. Nicely done. Monacy pushing in on top of the grenade that was thrown there. So they had the idea that could have happened, but they weren't really mentally ready. So Alex going to end up going down early in the round here, and that means Falcons can justify falling back and playing a lot more defensively.
Yeah, it was just perfect. And speaking of utility, only a smoke and a flash left now on Falcons with over a minute 20. That's actually huge for the T side. And we get a double peek here coming in from Falcons through the mid doors. Really committing to this one, Magis, because he's got another player there, Kixan, ready to also try to trade if necessary. Falcons really not looking to give up that position. In fact, it's going to be Bait that does so instead. And they are now rerouting towards this A bomb site. And it's going to be very tough, I think, to stop this. Obviously, Monacy is the closest player, but his assistance is so far away at this point.
He doesn't... One, they don't have any smokes, so how are they going to get the bomb planted? Yeah, as long as he's in Donut, if they have one more Molotov, they can put some pressure on him in Donut, like they can obviously Molotov this position, but if they don't, then planting the bomb is actually not that easy. Even with smokes, it can be difficult. Oh, Monacy, that's a stunning headshot to begin with. NPL ends up going down. Magus kind of walking into it here. Tess is trying to do a little bit of work on the side, and they swing wide on that one. So Tess's good job, and obviously Monacy getting a couple of kills there.
And another creep coming in here, but this time from MPL up the B ramp, looking for the entry. Yeah, that's a close one. Very close. He is so hungry for it. Testis, though, in that deep corner, able to punish. And that's going to be an early 5v4 in favor of Falcons. And now Bait, they've got to figure out what do they want to do off the reset. Okay, that's not bad.
No, that is a bit of a touchdown. He just found him in the perfect position with that grenade. How cool. Tess is playing here, not worried about getting wall banged at the moment. It looks like they do want to go for a bit of a B split potentially, which is something If you look at the statistics for the strategies, they do love to play these speed splits on the bait side, and Tess is completely caught off guard and not ready for anybody to walk out. He was expecting that there would have been more of a grenade inside of the cave. Now Nico, he wants to save the day, but this is going to have to be one hell of a multi-kill. He's got the first one onto Alex, now being flashed in, trying to take the fight here. Some backup is coming in, but Honesty at his back, and Meg is walking in on the other side. 3 versus 3 in the afterpart here. Kensisor with a nice headshot to start it off. They're dropping a bit low on health here on the bait side of things, but still, the bomb is ticking in their favor. Another headshot comes through as Megas goes down, and Nico will be soon to follow in the grave. Bait, a really good round here that they need early on to shut down Falcons.
Or after it dissipates.
I mean, they've guessed the economy, right? So Kensisor is just so close to the middle with the MAC-10. He wants to farm with it if he can, if they're going to allow him to. Why not? Some damage. Not more than that. Okay. But all you've risked is a MAC-10. Nobody cares. Easy find for Alex. Appreciate that he took a second just to be absolutely sure here. Maybe don't challenge Nico too much in the middle when he's got the deagle. And this is the reason why he is world famous for this particular gun. Both for good and bad, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
but,
depending on the map.
but mostly good. Mostly for the better. Nice double kill for Nico, but still, if they group up here, Bait, they've got a pretty heavy advantage in taking the round. Nico's managed to reposition. Oh, looks for another, and he'll take down Alex. Oh, no. Bait, don't give up the round now. 3 kills for him, and now they're moving towards the B-bomb site. Tessis is going to be there. He's got a deagle of his own, and he's definitely not to be underestimated. 30 seconds on the clock, and they will get the bomb planted, but they must be scared right now. If they lose this round, that Falcons revitalized and energized back into the game immediately.
And this is something you mentioned, that you want to see Falcons being very dangerous, kind of no matter what they have in the round. And now they've collected some of the weapons that have been dropped thanks to Nico's deagle work previously. But an issue is a kit. They've got to move very quickly here if they truly want to challenge this. Yeah, that's why they started to run now. And a head trick on the other side. Oh, that's a very fast kill. Just have to play the time here.
Oh, the bomb. It's planted in the wrong side here. They've got a Molotov as well. They might be able to sit on it for 10 seconds. Essential swings out, and now he has to come off it, and I don't think he had time for it. Tessis, yeah, he's going to get the kill, but if he really wanted to win it, it would have been the full second, 10-second just straight up defuse, and he can't even run away here.
I mean, the crazy thing here is that if they win this next one as well, it suddenly does get kind of uncomfortable for Falcons.
Oh, definitely. Nice nade in the middle. It bounces off the wall into the incendiary as well. It's so much damage, and Nico easily picking it off. The flash is in, and he lines them up against the wall. 2 big kills, spraying down NPL and Kensisor, and head trick and Alex.
And I mean, it's needed here. This is a great start from Bait. There's no question, and so they need to be continuing to make moves like that and set themselves on the map. And I'm curious what Bait might do in counter, because
leaning quite far towards the B-bomb site, but they're also aware that that means someone could be sneaking into the middle. You could see Monacy, I think it is, back there kind of watching for it. You've got to be careful about this position, though. It can be wallbanged quite a bit. Even this deep back, you have to be a little bit nervous about it. He was ready the whole round for that, so he's not surprised, but Kensisor still wins the fight, and that opens up the entire B side of the map here. 30 seconds. Tessis and Kickstand, though, doing the back there and going to get into it. That's not bad. Kickstand, that was his first kill. 25 seconds now, and the bomb finally being punched into the site. Alex down to 13 health, but it's a 3v3 that Bait can still win.
Yeah, really well done by Bait to get this bomb planted. Can they hold it, though? That's another question entirely. In comes Falcons around the back of the site. Also challenging K, making some noise there as well, trying to run that distraction. Is Tessis, but now he's the last man standing. Takes down the Kensisor, but head trick with the trade, and Bait with another fantastic round. Outclassing Falcons there with that B take.
They will try and split this A-bomb side, which it seems like Falcons have actually preempted a little bit. They have 2 people here, which is more than you'd normally see. So they are aware that this could be happening, but are they ready for this heavy donut side of it? Nico definitely is not. We get that question answered right away. Meg is trying to escape as he's reloading. He gets caught by Alex, and it's another disastrous round here for Falcons. Kickstand and Tess's 2 versus 4 right now. Bomb planted, and essentially 0 opportunities for Falcons to get back into this one. So they're yeah, they're already kind of saying, all right, let's go hunt a little bit here, Bait. Let's find these last rifles.
Yeah, they didn't waste any time getting into that mode, the hunting phase.
Like, there are so many different ways that you can have a lot more fun on the CT side, and we haven't really seen much of that out of Falcons. Now, sure, it's because they're getting beat up and all the rest of it, but still, it actually does feel like a bit of a flat CT side, just to be totally honest. Most of the excitement has been Nico in the middle fighting, and, you know, Tess as well, like you said, but that's about it. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Tess is now a little bit further forward. He can be quickly... Oh, no, Kicksand. That's a knife in your hand. You can't throw it at that distance. MPL's going to be taking 2 kills. Modesty next in line. He's looking for a third. It's Alex up front to take down Megas, and the round has exploded in the faces of Falcons here. It's the last round of the half as well, and Bait just sending a strong message here to the Falcons.
Yeah, Tassus and Nico, last 2 players left here for Falcons in a 2v4. There is a kit on Tassus. They are both looking to work from this cave position. A tiny choke point that's currently smoked off. There's so much util that can still be tossed at it, and there we go. The HE takes down Tassus, and there's nothing Nico can do. And that is a crazy strong first half coming in from Bait. My goodness, can Falcons come back? We'll find out after the break. That is where we might see that potential first fight. The dualies, double dualies.
This could shut down everything. All the grenades are going to land in behind them. The grenades that they're throwing right now, Falcons don't do anything. It is down, like you said, to the dualies. Nice swing, but actually, they managed to turn it around. Modesty and Nico, that is not a bad spin, because that could have been the end of the round there. NPL, with headshot on the Magus, trying to take the fight. Kicksand in the open, and he gets a double kill. It's about time. He's up to 3 now behind that. And it's on Kenzasaw hunting for it. Wait, he's got the smoke. He doesn't have the kit. Don't know if it's in the cave, if they have one at all, but I doubt it. Kicksand comes up with a triple. What a time for the captain of the team to come alive and help out the troops.
The team looked
Reunion.
The team looked so sick instantly. But anyway, enough about that for now. We do have a decent buy hit for the T side. Kicksand, though, he's going to be able to get taken down in this game position, and Alex just good for the trades as always, taking down Texas and holding onto that forward space. And this is going to kind of commit Falcons into making a move towards A. It's a perfect opener found by Nico. But the challenge is in from Headtrick, not letting it lie, and now finally the rotation coming in from the CTs for the 2v2.
If we get that first Nico kill in slow motion, I'd love to see that, like as slow as we can, because that is classic Nico beat. And here they have them. The newlyweds, Monacy and Nico. We know that they love to play together. Getting them back on the roster together obviously was such a big goal for the organization, and you can understand why. Kit is quite far away, as our server managed to point out, so that is a problem for this retake. The Falcons looking very good to win this one. In fact, Bait are going to have a hard time with it. Monacy, though, he will get taken down, and Nico back here. Just 1 kill might do it. They're on the defuse, but it's 10 seconds, and Nico, he kind of senses it as well. He's not ready to panic. Now he's starting to get there. 2 seconds left, and Alex will take him down. He actually out-battled Nico in the kind of fight that Nico does so well. I mean, if I'm Bait and I'm playing a 2v2 clutch on LAN against Nico and Modesty, I'm worried, but they don't show it at all. Early push coming in. Nico trying to find that headshot. And yeah, Bait might need to fall back here. Resenthiel goes down, and it's a nice start here for Falcons.
And this round is worth 2, and right now Bait are already on 10, so this is a hugely important one. Nico picks up another kill defensively there against the cap push, and it's looking really good right now for Falcons. Another kill for Nico, holding it down on the flank, and that's going to rout the rest of Bait as they run through CT spawn to try to keep these weapons alive. And Falcons, they don't have a lot of money, but they look pretty interested in potentially sacking at least 1 or 2 players to get rid of these remaining weapons from Bait as they try to hide.
It's worth maybe pointing out, and I'm sure that Bait have looked at the stats as well, but there's a giant overrepresentation for Falcons that attack in the B bomb side on this map, like way more than other teams. So if you're Bait and you wanted to find an opportunity to stack a bomb side and try and see if you can get it, like you're picking B every time based on the stats alone.
Oh,
Okay, that's very expensive. Headtrick now with 4 looking to see if he could essentially get the lost ace there. They lose the round either way, but you already seen a couple of times how he manages the fights, but he's such a micro angle, player that it's so hard sometimes to, like, even if you are playing an off angle against Nico, it might not even help. Here we go. It's fast. Dan towards the bomb site. Head trick there with the AWP to get the first one, but they're still going to push him back, and they should be able to get the bomb plant. They get the wallbang spray down onto Essential.
Yeah, good forward space taken. They're shutting down those angles with those deep smokes and Molotovs. And now it's going to be pretty hard for Bait to work their way back in, but they do have 2 angles potentially. They have Cave already, but that is somewhat by design. And they actually don't look interested in this. I mean, they don't have any economy either, so they are looking to let it go. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, if they can trick somebody into it, I mean, it's an unusual position to find the AWP, to put it mildly. Normally, not going to be seeing it here. But if they peek Essential, it might not matter. Oh! 2 for 1 instead! Wait, how is that a headshot as well?
He got the crouching player, I think, and then must have just barely missed legging the other player. I'm not sure, but either way, yeah, 2 for 1. You'll have that every single day. This could be disastrous for Falcons because they've got 40 seconds left, and they've got to now create a new plan. They've got to mid-round this. And they're deciding to just walk through Donut, and it is completely clear.
Who is that on the A-bomb site? That's Kansas. Oh, he's got an incendiary. He's in a position where they can't easily really get rid of him. 20 seconds, he's not going to be able to use the grenade now, but he catches them at the perfect time. Never mind, there's the incendiary. Yeah, m0NESY is going to be angry about that one. 15 seconds on the clock. They try to get in there, but it's just not going to work. Fantastic round from Bait. Get up to 11. End up with an early loss, and that is actually disastrous. It's not just a best of 1 loss. It could be a really quick slide down to a bad position.
Oh, Kicksando takes down Alex, who has been quite the terror.
Wallbanged. Oh, he wallbanged him at the diagonal spot as well. He's already seen the shadow here, Hetrick. He knows that someone's... Look at how much he's trying to bait him out. Oh, missed shot. And a missed incendiary now, setting his team on fire. But Hetrick, he's actually able to save them anyway. That could have been disastrous. That should have been the panic moment where everything goes wrong. Now they delayed the bomb plant as well with another incendiary. Kansas over the headshot. Falcons, they're on the bomb site, but where's the bomb plant coming from? Essential ends up going down. They're still trying and not succeeding. NPL with the headshot. I can't believe that Bait managed to fight their way out of that round. And it's really hard to do that. That environment is, you're going to be battle-heartened when you get through that. You play so many games against so many different teams. It's chaos. So I think they will have that team identity. That is disgusting. A bomb that lands on top of Falcons in the round that might lose them the game here. And almost all of them are weak right from the start. Alex jumps to get the information. More damage being dished out now, and they just get through. They're so soft already. Paper thin on the other side as m0NESY finds himself alone with the Galil picked up against 4. And they know that he's in here somewhere. Tries to go for a bit now. The fire at his feet, and Essential will take him down. Bait taking out Falcons in the early stages here at the second half of the major. That's crazy to witness.
That's not on my pick'em, Sanders.